Good evening, all. Welcome to the members of our church here. Welcome to members of the community. Welcome to the folks watching online. We are live streaming this concert. So welcome to all, and we're glad you're here. We're kind of getting back to things. You know, this is one of the two. Well, everything this current. Well, let me just say this. I'm Rob. I'm in the program there. I'm the clerk of session here at First Presbyterian Church, and ask me about that later, and I'll tell you what that is. But this is everything we do here at the church on the river at First Presbyterian Church is open to anybody at any time. But we've always kind of traditionally done two events during the course of the year that's kind of like our gift to the community. One is in early December when we do our Christmas concert, our Christmas concerto. And then the other one is this one, which we're starting up after a couple of years of the COVID hiatus. This is our traditional July 4th concert. Again, it's kind of our gift to the community. Kind of think of it as Christmas in July, okay? So we will be, and this year I think we're involving you a bit more, as you can. I hope you've got a program, because you have parts. You're going to be singing along with us, and then the concert, or the choir here, our fabulous choir, is going to be doing some numbers, and then we've got some individual little medleys, and Tommy's going to be doing a medley for you. So very good program. When we're done, another tradition that we've been able to bring back, thanks to Susie Cornelio, one of our members, is when we're done here, everyone is welcome across the street in Westminster Hall, our fellowship hall, for an ice cream social. So we've got ice cream over there for everyone, and we hope you'll take advantage of that before heading out for fireworks. And then yet a third treat is at 8 o'clock, the Putnam Community Band is going to be on our front steps here, our front porch, doing a concert of music, an outdoor concert. So, you know, if you're here, you'll be able to stay for that as well. Okay? So let's begin. Please stand and recite with me the Pledge of Allegiance. Not yet. Time. Not yet. Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Please be seated. Now hit it.
Twilight's last
Now we have some parts for you again.
Yeah.
So, kind of pre-COVID, I've been emceeing this thing for the past several years, and I was wondering if I'd be able to escape, but I think as long as my lungs have breath in them and I can go vertical, Tommy's going to have me here. But one of the things he kind of likes me to do is just to come up with a little reading at the event. And in the past, I think one year I did the Gettysburg Address, and then another year I did Eisenhower's message to the troops the day before they left for the Normandy landings for D-Day. Today, I've got kind of a little selection of quotes that I've found digging around both online and in some of my books from various folks, kind of a wide variety of folks. From Winston Churchill, I believe that liberty is the only genuinely valuable thing that men have invented, at least in the field of government, in 1,000 years. I believe that it is better to be free than to be not free, even when the former is dangerous and the latter safe. I believe that the finest qualities of man can flourish only in free air, that progress made under the shadow of tyranny is false progress and of no permanent value. Again, Winston Churchill. Thomas Jefferson. This one, you got to kind of ponder this one a little bit. From Thomas Jefferson. Rightful liberty is unobstructed action according to our will within limits drawn around us by the equal rights of others. From George Bernard Shaw, liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. From Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I certainly can't do it like he did it, but let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous peaks of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And Martin Luther King Jr. Nelson Mandela. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. That's Nelson Mandela. And finally this, from one of his speeches, President John F. Kennedy, which maybe speaks to us today. Our deep spiritual confidence that this nation will survive the perils of today, which may well be with us for decades to come, compels us to invest in our nation's future, to consider and meet our obligations to our children and the numberless generations that will follow. And that's my readings.
In the quiet, misty morning,
when the moon has gone to bed,
when the sparrows stop their singing, and the sky is clear and red, when the summer ceases gleaming, when the corn is past its prime, when adventure's lost its meaning, I'll be homeward bound in time. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plow. Set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. If you find it's me you're missing, if you're hoping I'll return, to your thoughts I'll soon be listening. In the road I'll stop and turn, then the wind will set me racing as my journey nears its end, and the path I'll be retracing when I'm homeward bound again. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plow. Set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. In the quiet, misty morning,
when the moon has gone to bed,
when the sparrows stop their singing, I'll be homeward bound
So these next two pieces are again kind of a tradition in this service. First, Tommy's going to do a medley of songs, basically reflecting the marching songs of the U.S. military forces, starting with the Revolutionary War, War of 1812, and the Civil War. So that's going to be first. That's going to be followed by a hymn by the choir called the Armed Forces Salute or Armed Services Salute, where they're basically going to be doing I don't know if you call it the theme song or whatever, of each of the 5 branches of military service. And if you have served in one of those, please stand when you hear your service's song. Okay, spoiler alert, first one's going to be Army. So I'm going to do, just in case you don't know, I'm going to kind of let you know. Okay, so. a hand too. And again, ice cream across the street, so you can kind of rest your throats, okay, in Westminster Hall. Thank you very much for coming. We enjoy doing this for you.